So I have been MIA for a week or so. I really needed to I really needed to take a step back from social media because I found myself getting back into my shadow and seeking external validation from things outside of myself, such as social media, and I needed to detach from that. But as you can see in the title, this is the message that came through for today. And I feel like this has been a theme for a lot of you lately. And now it's coming to the forefront, especially over like the last 2 weeks, especially since the last full moon in Libra, which is all heart chakra. Your body physically holds on to and absorbs emotional experiences. It's almost like if you are not taught from a young age how to release heavy emotion, such as anger, resentment, jealousy, envy, sadness, depression, so on and so forth. If you're not taught how to release these emotions properly, your body will harbor them in a physical manner. And this can manifest in multiple ways. It can manifest with like actually having physical weight on your body. And an example of this would be someone who tries every single diet, every different form of exercise, and has minimal to no success in maintaining those weight loss or fitness results because they haven't actually released the trauma that caused the weight gain or their body to be in that physical state. Hence, the body will revert right back to that state until the trauma is healed and those emotions are released. And the releasing process can be very arduous on the physical body as well. Think of it like, for all the women who watch me, think of it like ongoing PMS, okay? Weight gain, brain fog, high anxiety, skin issues. It doesn't have to be just on your face. It could be anywhere on your body as far as your skin goes. High anxiety, trouble sleeping, insomnia, all those things can lead to other health conditions like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, in more severe cases, different types of cancer, okay? So physical disease is directly tied to trauma or heavy emotions that you have not released and that your body is physically harboring. Because when you go through an emotional trauma, it affects you physically, emotionally, and spiritually. That's why I focus on physical, emotional, and spiritual healing, okay? The trifecta, because they all are integrated into each other and they all affect each other equally. So if you are on a weight loss journey, or if I feel like a lot of you are focusing on your health and having more of a holistic approach to your health, and you're hitting roadblocks with regard to this more holistic approach to your health, there are or could be emotional traumas from your past that you have not healed or confronted. And I'm not going to lie to you, it's very difficult. It's very hard. Not getting too deep into my personal story, but I was abused as a child. I went through domestic abuse in my early 20s. I'm in my early 30s now. I had an eating disorder when I was, from the age of 12 through all of my teen years. And that was a manifestation of the abuse cycles that I was in, okay? So an example with my body is I fluctuated in weight all over the spectrum. I was very overweight as a young child because the abuse cycle started probably before I was even born, probably in utero, to be honest. And then I lost a ton of weight because of my eating disorder. and then I gained it all back. And then that weight cycle or yo-yo cycle just kept going literally until I was 31. I'm 32 now. So, and last year was the first time that I truly focused on facing my shadow, facing my trauma, my abuse, whatever resonates with you, and working through those emotions. And I have gone through a physical recalibration for, I would say, probably 2 years or so, more so over the last year, because of that healing process that I voluntarily stepped into. But I'm going to tell you guys, it was difficult. It was very, very hard. I'm currently, well, I think I'm coming out of it now, but over the last like 2 or 3 weeks, I was going through a dark night of the soul. If you don't know what that is, Google it. Dark night of the soul. And basically that is an ego death. So everything that your self-value was placed in, those like shaky foundations, completely disseminates. It's like you're dying. It's not like, it is. You are dying an ego death. But in doing so, that helps kind of speed up the process in facing your trauma, your abuse cycles, and having the free will choice to either end them or stay in that abusive comfort zone and continue in them and have that continue in future generations. You are the breaker of these generational abuse cycles if you were watching this video. I'm here to tell you to stay strong. Okay? You can make it. If you're following me or if you're watching this, you've been through a shit ton of like abuse or trauma in your life from a very young age. And you're probably younger, like not older, I would say, than like 45. That's the number that's popping in my head. And if you are, that's okay too. But I feel like from childhood, you've experienced a lot, and it's time to face those traumas, do the healing that you need to do to achieve the physical health goals that you have set forth for yourself that you've had a very difficult time trying to achieve. Probably your entire life, or at least your entire adult life. So that's what I've got for you guys today. The energy feels lighter to me this week. My energy usually aligns with the collective energy, so I feel much calmer now. Don't feel like crying every second of every day. I don't feel heavy in my body. And I'm hoping that you feel that way as well. If you don't, that's okay too. Wherever you are is where you're meant to be. But if you're watching this, guaranteed God, source, universe, whatever resonates, your guardian angels, archangels led you to this live or this video, like wherever you're watching it, whether it's Instagram or YouTube or TikTok. You were meant to see this, and this is that final push out of the nest to learn to fly and achieve all the amazing things that you want to achieve with regard to your physical health, as well as your emotional and spiritual health as well. Okay, guys, that's all I've got. So I love you so, so much. If this resonated, let me know. Post something in the comments. You don't have to claim this or anything like that. Only if you feel called to leave me a comment. I just love reading the comments from you guys, okay? So I hope you have an amazing day. And I'm definitely going to get back to posting more frequently now that I'm exiting this dark night of the soul I just told you about. Okay? I hope you have an amazing day.